Welcome to my channel Homeschool Learner Know the World. Today we will learn about tsunami. Today is second lesson. If you haven't seen the first video, please check out the link in the description box. Tsunamis can be generated when the sea floor abruptly deforms and vertically displaces the overlying water. Tectonic earthquakes are a particular kind of earthquake that are associated with the Earth's crustal deformation. When these earthquakes occur beneath the sea, the water above the deformed area is displaced from this equilibrium position. More specifically, a tsunami can be generated when thrust faults associated with convergent or destructive plate boundaries move abruptly, resulting in water displacement owing to the vertical component of movement involved. Movement on normal faults can also cause displacement of the seabed, but only the largest of such events, typically related to flexure in the outer trench swell, cause enough displacement to give rise to a significant tsunami, such as the 1977 Samba and 1933 Sanriku events. Tsunamis have a small wave height offshore and a very long wavelength, often hundreds of kilometers long, whereas normal ocean waves have a wavelength of only 30 to 40 meters, which is why they generally pass unnoticed at sea, forming only a slight swell, usually about 300 millimeters above the normal sea surface. They grow in height when they reach shallower water in a wave swallowing process described below. A tsunami can occur in any tidal state and even at low tide can still inundate coastal area. On 1st April 1946, the 8.6 moment magnitude Aleutian Island earthquake occurred with a maximum Mercalli intensity of 6. It generated a tsunami which inundated Hilo on the island of Hawaii with a 14-meter high or about 46 feet surge. Between 165 and 173 were killed. The area where the earthquake occurred is where the Pacific Ocean floor is subducting under the Alaska. Examples of tsunamis originating at location away from convergent boundaries include Storegga about 8,000 years ago, Grand Banks in 1929, and Papua New Guinea in 1998. The Grand Banks and Papua New Guinea tsunamis came from earthquakes which destabilized sediments, causing them to flow into the ocean and generate a tsunami. They dissipated before traveling transoceanic distance. The cause of the storage sediment failure is unknown. Possibilities include an overloading of the sediments, an earthquake, or a release of gas hydrates. The 1960 Valdivia earthquake 9.5 moment magnitude, 1964 Alaska earthquake 9.2 moment magnitude, 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake 9.2 moment magnitude, and 2011 Tohoku earthquake 9.0 moment magnitude are recent example of powerful megathrust earthquakes that generated tsunami that can cross entire oceans. Smaller earthquakes in Japan can trigger tsunamis that can devastate stretches of coastline but can do so in only a few minutes at a time. In the 1950s, it was discovered that tsunami larger than had previously been believed possible can be caused by giant submarine landslide. These large volumes of rapidly displaced water transfer energy at a faster rate than the water can absorb. Their existence was confirmed in 1958 when a giant landslide in Litua Bay, Alaska caused the highest wave ever recorded, which had a height of 524 meter or about 1719 feet. The wave did not travel far as it struck land almost immediately. The wave struck three boats, each with two people aboard, anchored in the bay. On board rode out the wave, but the wave sank the other two, killing both people aboard on one of them. Another landslide tsunami event occurred in 1963 when a massive landslide from Montauk entered the reservoir behind the Vaison Dam in Italy. The resulting wave surged over the 262-meter, all about 860 feet high dam by 250 meters, all about 820 feet, and destroyed several towns. Around 2,000 people died. Scientists named these waves mega tsunamis. Some geologists claim that large landslide from volcanic island, namely Cumbre Vieja on La Palma in the Canary Island, may be able to generate mega tsunamis that can cross oceans, but this is disputed by many others. In general, landslides generated displacement mainly in the shallower part of the coastline, and there is conjecture about the nature of large landslide that entered the water. This has been shown to subsequently affect water in enclosed bays and lakes, but a landslide large enough to cause a transoceanic tsunami has not occurred within recorded history. Susceptible locations are believed to be the Big Island of Hawaii, Fogo in the Cape Verde Island, La Reunion in the Indian Ocean, and Cumbre Vieja on the island of La Palma in the Canary Island, along with other volcanic ocean islands. This is because large masses of relatively unconsolidated volcanic material occurs on the flanks, and in some cases detachment plains are believed to be developing. However, there is growing controversy about how dangerous these slopes actually are. Some meteorological conditions, especially rapid changes in barometric pressure, as seen with the passing of a front, can displace bodies of water enough to cause trains of waves with wavelengths. These are comparable to seismic tsunami, but usually with lower energy. Essentially, they are dynamically equivalent to seismic tsunami. The only difference being that meteotsunamics lack the transoceanic reach of significant seismic tsunami, and that the force that displaces the water is sustained over some length of time, such that meteotsunami cannot be modeled as having been caused instantaneously in spite of their lower energies on shorelines where they can be amplified by resonance. They are sometimes powerful enough to cause localized damage and potential for loss of life. They have been documented in many places, including the Great Lakes, the Aegean Sea, the English Channel, and the Balearic Island, where they are common enough to have a local name, Risaga. In Sicily, they are called Marubio, and in Nagasaki Bay, they are called Abiki. Some example of destructive meteotsunamis include 31st March 1979 at Nagasaki and 15 June 2006 at Minorca, the latter causing damage in the tens of millions of euros. Meteotsunamis should not be confused with storm surge, which are local increase in sea level associated with the low barometric pressure of passing tropical cyclones, nor should they be confused with setup, the temporary local raising of sea level caused by strong on-shore winds. Storm surge and setup are also dangerous cause of coastal flooding in severe weather, but their dynamic are completely unrelated to tsunami waves. They are unable to propagate beyond their sources as waves do. That's all for today. I will appear with the next video very soon. Stay well, stay healthy.